we can do it.
Yes.
Now, this topic is a very interesting one. Immediately she sent it to me, I smiled. Because that was a statement I told myself years ago. When? Years ago. And today it's here, and I'm here to talk about it to others. And if a woman can do it, it is not easy. It is not easy, especially in the world we find ourselves, but still we can do it. And you can do it, and it becomes more easier, first of all, if you find your purpose. Sometimes when I see people struggle or struggling, I'm able to tell that whatever you are doing is not what you are meant to do. Whatever you are meant to do, you should sleep and get it done, regardless of what it is. So if you find your purpose, and one will ask, what is purpose? And all the time find your purpose. What is purpose, right? Purpose is what declares why you exist. Do you know why you exist? Do you? Abba, you know why you exist? I'm sure we all know, or we don't. If you don't, there are simpler ways of identifying it. You should know why you exist. And if you get to know it, it becomes extremely easier. But the trick is that you identify it, it becomes easier, but sorry, it's difficult. Because God knows you will be able to handle that difficulty, but yet still, it is your purpose. Right? Let me not move too fast. Identifying the purpose is like we all going to senior high school. We get there and you have to select a course. Some choose home economics, general arts, visual arts. You must do it. Yeah, I do like it. But this is the point. There are some people who find their purpose very early in life. As young as 6, 7 years, they are able to identify the reason they are here. They join us in senior high school. I will get there wanting to do general art because it's the easiest. Somebody is there wanting to do general art because she wants to become a renowned journalist. Or let's say, some will also get there very good in art and would want to do visual arts. Others will also come saying they enter the visual art class with no idea. They just want to paint. These two characters will graduate. You see one excelling, the other struggling. We were in the same class, same teacher, maybe different mindsets, but at least we should be a little bit on the same page a bit. But what happens? Because you didn't find it. Maybe you were to do science, but you're scared. Science not that oh bro. It's difficult, but maybe that is what you were meant to do. And if you're able to identify that and you do it, it becomes the easiest despite all the struggles. That is how you are able to identify your purpose. And most of the time too, you should assess yourself. What do you do easily? What makes you happy? You could tell that people are in law school and they enjoy doing makeup. They do it so well, but when you go, if you are to visit their classrooms and observe their scoring, they are struggling. Forget about the profiles on their social media handles and reading law. They are crying within because they want to please society. Some want to please their parents. But what they were called to do is probably painting the least you could ever think of. And that is why we are suffering as youth regarding unemployment. Because we are all chasing the same direction, forgetting why we are here, forgetting our purpose. That is the challenge. So, if woman, you can do it, the first thing is to identify your purpose. And when you do, no matter how difficult it is, God gave that to you. He knows that you are to do ladies' marriage. Red could have done it, right? Maybe she has the numbers.
That's what she can't do.
She's popular, right? Maybe if she does, I'm sure I'll go on and see you get it. But why? Why not her? Why you? But you see how challenging it is. I'm sure you wanted to go home too.
Yeah.
You wanted to tell everybody to go home.
Yeah.
I would have slapped you son. It's the least you could think of. But this is your purpose because you're happy. No matter the number you are. If you identify your purpose, first of all, you have to add value to it. If you add value to it, then you move to commercializing it. Adding value to your purpose is another world. It's so huge. It's like branding. It's like you don't have money, but every day when you are going somewhere, you want to wear kaftan. Kaftan too is not expensive. That is branding. What's your brand, right? So if you identify your purpose as a teacher, what value are you adding to it? Oh, we need a teacher to say, yeah, yeah, cool. But you know you can. So you know that is it a dancer teacher or teacher dancer?
Yes.
He's a teacher, but he's dancing. It's confusing. Someone will say a teacher so they go check for like Mozart. But that is what is making him happy, right? So his purpose, maybe he was supposed to be a dance boy.
Yeah.
And I'm trained, he has to teach. Now he's teaching, and no matter what, he still must dance.
Yeah.
You can't do without it. That is why I was asking you what makes you happy. Okay? Now there's a very little girl I know. She wanted to be a journalist and a lawyer. She went to school, studied general arts, completed, went to GIJ, practiced media for a while, waiting to go for law school. And then boom, she's organizing events. And then her mom calls her. I ran to school fees now and one year when it's gone. And I'll take room why one train said, events here with you cry, how much do you make at the end of the event? That is the perception out there. And then she goes home and cries every night and questions God. Where from this? Where from this? Because that is not what she wanted to do, right? And I'm giving this instance because there are cases where you are able to also identify your purpose, but still, God decides to direct you elsewhere. And that is why sometimes I question God, but He doesn't answer me.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know that, when you say, how will you be I'm not that type. I don't like talking, I'm an introvert. How can an introvert organize an event? For what? I can see there are a lot of arts guys and ladies, but it's not easy. Because it's drawing to the right? But it's work. It's Africa that is unfortunate. We do not appreciate people like that. But in other countries or in the foreign countries, they sell it for millions of dollars and they make a lot out of it. But that shouldn't stop you. No matter what, do not stop. Can you help me repeat that? No matter what, do not stop. If you stop, God will judge you. And if you do not stop, you will excel. It will take long, but you will still excel. It might not be the excelling you are even looking for, right? Or you give chances like a godmother, sometimes she's like, Afua, to see these programs that I do, not all the time that you pay me, but the excitement, the joy, she gets back home and she's like, hey, my bro, it's getting fun night. But the impact she has made, she has no idea. Sometimes people take few lines of what you say and it transforms their lives. Right? So it's not all about money. It's not all about who you know too sometimes. Sometimes you can create who you know yourself. This is like a whole community, right? The number of people here, we are like a country. Whatever each person does could be a community on its own that can help any of us. A teacher can teach. Excuse me, sir, what do you do?
I'm an IT consultant and a gospel artist.
And so create a website for us. All I'm saying is that imagine me embarking on the project like all of us here. Aren't we enough? Yeah. If we decide to help each other, won't we go far? Right? Imagine our gentleman here is new on Instagram and needs followers. I always say this. And we all decide to follow him. How many followers? Imagine each of us post all of us, one, our businesses on our statuses. That is what we are lacking as a youth. Now we don't want to help our OB. Everybody wants to be known as the head, the lead. But sometimes you have to be a follower. We all can't lead. Even the president has his ministers. Who says the ministers can't be president? They can, but maybe it's not their calling. Whatever is given them might be their calling, even though sometimes it's not. We could all come together as a youth. What do you do? I do this. What do you do? I do that. Okay, I can help you with this. You can help me with that. We will go far. Nigerians are like that. When we launched the Africa of Goga in Abuja, I was just marveled. They connect like, and I was like, oh, so what is wrong with Ghanaians? Why? They see you doing something, instead of supporting, they sabotage you. They see you doing something, you need help. Maybe he's an electrician or something. Oh man, how much will you give him? But how much money will be enough for you? I always say this, if you charge me more than the usual, Ghana could be 1 week, or 1 week is even far. 3, yours lasts for 3 days. Okay. But let's just help each other.